After managing over $50 million in ad spend solely for detail shops for paint protection film, window tinting, ceramic coatings, and everything else you guys may do, and being in this industry since 2016, here's my observations on the biggest factors when it comes to creating and getting results from a good campaign, whether it's Facebook ads or Google ads. Now, we have to talk about the difference between the two. So with Google ads, typically how we set them up are if someone's searching for PPF near me, that's when the ad pops up on there. And for Facebook and Instagram, of course, we can target car enthusiasts, high income earners, supercars, new cars, things like that. But when someone's on these platforms at that exact moment, they may not be looking for that service. That's just the nature of the platform. We do a lot of things internally to help with the lead quality compared to a lot of people, how they run their campaigns, a lot of little things on the back end to help with everything. But it's gonna be a different type of lead that comes in from Facebook versus Google. Both have their roles in growing a detail shop successfully, but I just want to break down, so whatever service it is, whatever platform it is, these are the things that we have observed that makes the biggest difference on actually getting results from these campaigns. So number one is going to be the sales process. Doesn't matter if it's a referral lead from a Facebook ad, Google ad, if your sales process is not nailed down, none of this is going to matter. You can run all the marketing you want and you're not going to be able to close anybody. And a lot of people come to us and say, hey, we are good at sales, but they're just used to closing friends and family and referrals. These people are very easy to close and most people should be able to do that. Now, when it gets a little bit tricky is when they start dealing with people that may not know who they are, may not know much about the service, and it requires a big sales process to reach out to them as quickly as possible, because we know that the sooner you get to leads, the higher the chance they have of converting into a customer, working through objections they may have, whether it's price, timing, whatever it may be. And then if you don't close them, how to properly follow up with them, or if they don't respond, how to follow up with them. What emails do we send out? Do we send anything nurturing wise? What is our cadence on reaching out to these leads again? Now, we teach this internally here for our clients. These are important things you need to have nailed down. The second most important factor are the content on the ads and on the landing page. You can drastically increase your conversion rate off these ads based on what that person first sees. First impressions matter more than anything else nowadays, and people's attention spans are so small where before, like 10 years ago, you had like 5-10 seconds to capture somebody's attention, but nowadays it's 3 seconds, and I'm starting to think now it's 2 seconds, because people are scrolling around, people are looking through different options, and quite honestly, consumers nowadays have the power of options. If they don't like something, they can scroll into the next thing very easily. If you've been following me for a while, you know that we hammer down that people need to trust you, and getting your face on camera, like I'm doing here, or when it comes to an ad, if people see you, the shop, the process on an ad, they have a good chance of really trusting you and knowing you through the whole process. If that's all it comes down to really in sales, is do they trust you to do the correct job? Do they feel they're getting value of what they're paying for? If they perceive value exceeds what you're charging, you are going to convert that lead into a paying customer and hopefully a long-time repeat customer. Now, we'll get a lot of pushback on this one. We encourage to get on camera, but whether if you're scared to hop on camera, whether the fear of being seen, or maybe you don't have the equipment set up, all you need is a phone. This is being recorded on my cell phone right now. All the content at the shop is being recorded. Now, eventually I do recommend having a professional photographer and a professional videographer to capture the process of everything that's being done. This is definitely works for now, and it's all you need to really get started and separate yourself from the competition. Whether you like it or not, people are going to be comparing you versus your competitors. So they see that you, on whether it's your website, your landing page, your ads, you have all this education and all this content on there, and maybe look at another shop that doesn't have this and it's just like their brand name or their shop name, and that's it. They're gonna go with the people they trust more. But this is stuff that you can quickly change. All you have to do is hop on a camera and do it. So we also have another video that talks about this directly. I'll link it up top. So the third thing is, it kind of relates to the last thing we talked about, but is the brand recognition. Do you think that if no one knows you, it's going to be easier to convert people into sales? Or is it think it'd be easier if everyone knew who you are, they see your brand everywhere? It's much easier for someone to go with you guys and pick you guys. So what you can do to create better branding in your area is, are you networking crazy? Are you showing up at all the local business networking groups? Are you showing up at all the cars events, the cars and coffees, car shows, whatever it may be there? Are you constantly marketing? Have you marketing for years? Are are you well known in your area? Have you been a well-established shop for 10 years? So again, when people are looking for these services and they see a brand that they've seen already, they're going to click onto that one most likely. And the fourth and final thing is going to be the ad run time. Now, to no surprise, none of the campaigns we run for our shops have the best results in the first month. The longer these campaigns are running, the better performance it will be. These platforms are very smart at figuring out who we want to deliver to, and our team is great at figuring out what kind of lead we want to attract. Is it a new vehicle, supercar, daily driver, classic? Now, Facebook has a much quicker process and turnaround time when it comes to figuring these things out. Anything on Google, whether it's SEO, you're posting on your Google Biz profile, you're running Google ads, anything on Google takes a longer time to get there. And you're also relying on people searching for your services as well. So that also puts it something out of your hands and out of your control on how long it takes to get there. But the longer you run a campaign, as long as you have all the conversions and optimizations set up right, the longer you run these campaigns, the better performance you're going to get, the better lead quality you're going to get, as long as you're making the right adjustments to it. If you guys have any questions about anything we talked about above, feel free to drop a comment below or book a call with us down below as well.